Hey, YouTube family, and welcome to Beauty on a Budget. This is your girl, Lifey Sophia, and I'm coming to you today to talk a little bit about nails. Yes, I said it. Nails. So, the reason why I'm talking about nails a little bit is because, like many of you, I'm one of those people who spent tons of money on getting her nails done over the course of years. My nails were super long, like probably almost 2 inches. And I always ended up paying like 150, even sometimes $200 to get my nails done. Well, I left my favorite shop and decided to go to another salon to get my nails done, and they messed it up, and I ultimately ended up having to cut them. So since I did that, I said, you know what? I'm going to take a different route. What if I start using press on nails? And I found that using the press on nails, my nails look just as good as if I had gone to the salon. For example, the nails I'm about to remove today, here you go. Aren't they cute? These are press on nails, and it's by this brand called Kiss. And this set of nails was less than $10, and I found it at CVS, but you can find them at most beauty supply stores. So what I'm going to do today is go on and remove the nails that I have right now and buff them and clean them up and show you how to apply new nails. So let's get to it. Okay, so the items that we're going to be using today to remove and clean and replace our nails is going to be an emery board for buffing or filing, a buffer that's going to get all that excess glue removed from the nails and smooth it down a bit. This little tool is what we're going to use to lift the nails and also push the cuticles back if we need to do that. We're going to use this tool to clean under the nails, and it also can assist in pushing the cuticle back. And these are the nails that we're going to replace it with. Now, as you notice, I have another box, and that was a box of these nails that I'd used previously. I tend to buy one or two of the same nails because sometimes I like to mix it up a little bit, or maybe it's sometimes when I want to use extras from a different box for a different style. As you notice in here, there are like 1, 2, 3, 4 different style of nails, different designs. I'll pull it a little closer so you can see it. And that's the one thing that I love about the Masterpiece brand of Kiss, because they always give you different options that you can get a bit creative with it. So to start out, what we're going to do is start to lift and remove the nails. To do that is very simple. If you go to the side, sometimes you can just push down on the side there, slide this tool underneath, and if you find that you're having trouble with the tool, just put it down and simply use your own nail. What you want to do is create a separation between your nail and the press-on nail. Once you're able to create a bit of a separation there, sometimes you can even lift it with your own nails. But to avoid damaging your own nails, once you get a little lift, you get your tool and you go back in there, go around, pop, easily removed. And it really doesn't do a whole lot of damage to your nails. What you see here is the residue from the glue. So we're going to continue on with this process and see if we need to. There, we don't even need to use our nail for that. Ooh, it popped right off. Also, in case you're wondering about all the M&M stuff, I am a huge M&M collector. I literally have a M&M room And that's where I'm sitting now. And I also have M&Ms on a shelf in the hallway. So you're wondering what's up with all the M&Ms. That's what's up with them. And see how easy those nails come right off? And it really doesn't do much damage to your nails at all. So again, we're going to use our tool. If we can't lift it, I'm going to take a nail and simply go up under there. Now, if by chance you're like, well, I don't have any nails at all, what you also can do is take your tool, either this one or the other, and dip it in a little nail polish remover or even a little acetone to try to help lift that nail if you find that it's too hard to lift. So now we'll go back to the original tool. And we want to go to the edges. Some of them can be a little stubborn, but you work it softly. You don't want to press too hard because you definitely don't want to damage your own nails. And you do the same until you're done with all of them. So I'm going to stop the video now. And once I remove the nails from my other hand, then we'll start back and going with the next process. So now, as you can see, I've removed the nails. And now it's my own natural nails here. And what I tend to do sometimes is, depending on how well the nail came off and how clean it looks, if it looks good enough, I'll keep the nails and I'll reuse them. So these are especially the ones that have the stones, because these are really pretty and they really can be reused. Now, here's one particular one that I lost a couple of stones in it, but because I saved nails, I can take the stones from a different pack and replace it here. It just depends on how deep you want to get with it. Or I can just say, hey, I don't need it. Put that one to the side and pick the stones off for another nail if I decide to do that. I also have the ones that kind of have this pearlized look to it. And I'm like, you know what? They still look pretty good. So I'll probably still reuse these at some point in time. The great thing about doing press-on nails is you don't always have to use all the ones from the same box. You can actually mix up different boxes, different designs, different shapes, different sizes. You can get so creative with your nails, and it can look just like you went to the salon and got it done. So what we're going to do now is go on, because as you can see, I do have some glue residue on my hands. So what we're going to do now is take our buffing block here, and we're going to start to buff the nail so we can get that extra residue off. You don't want to buff too hard as to cause so much damage to your own nail bed, but just enough to get that extra glue off of there and any other residue that may be there. See? And you'll really be able to see it once I wash my hands. So we're going to go through and we're going to buff each of these nails, get them all nice and shiny. And I'm not going to make you watch this whole segment. I'm going to finish this part up. In its simplicity, when you do your nails, this is just the process you're going to follow at first. And once I get done with both hands, we'll be back. See you shortly. So I've completed the buffing process on both hands, and it took me maybe about 5 minutes or so to get done. I don't even think it was that long. I hadn't done anything else, just buffed it. So I'm going to take my little brush here and brush off some of the excess dust that was formed from buffing it. And it's very simple, just brushing off some of that excess. We'll go to the next hand. Looking good. Now, I tend to like to shape my nails just a little bit. And the one thing I have to tell you is the good thing about wearing press-on nails is while you're wearing your press-on nails, it also allows your nails to grow. My nails are always super, super short. But if you notice here, I do have a little length. So that's the other great thing about wearing press-on nails. So I'm going to shape this a little bit. Not a whole lot, just a little. Just to make sure that it's not jagged or have any jagged edges or anything like that. This one looks pretty good. I won't file that too much. I'm going to get in that side a little bit and clean that up just a little. And go on the other side. Now, one thing that I found with some of the nails, especially some of the ones that have this kind of oval shape to it, is the way it's made is very triangular. So sometimes it goes in just a little more than I'd like. So sometimes I have to take a wider shaped nail and file the sides down a little bit so that it matches well with my nails. But I'll let you know what I'm talking about once we get closer to that point. So I'm going to finish shaping this real quick. So I have filed both hands and we are ready to go to the next process. And that's going to be to clean under the nails a bit before we apply the new nails, okay? And so that's when we take this little wooden tool, and this tool usually comes in the box, so it's not something that you have to buy. You can grab it right out of the new box, and you take that, and of course you're going under your nail, not too hard. You want to do it kind of gently because you don't want to hurt your nail bed, and you just want to clean it out. Because you don't want to apply new nails to nails that are dirty underneath. Ew, okay, tacky. You want to make sure that your nails are clean under. And it also is going to allow you to get any glue that might have gotten under your nail when you applied the last set. You can get that glue out of there as well. Okay? So we're just doing this real quick. Cleaning it up from under there. And we are pretty clean for the most part. But you just want to go and kind of make sure that we don't have anything left. So you clean that. Looking good so far. We go to the other hand. And I know sometimes it depends on whether you're right-handed or left-handed. It's a little difficult. Sometimes you can guide your hand by putting them together as I'm putting mine together and just cleaning it out that way. You can brace it a little bit. Just lay one hand on top of the other, your finger on top of the hand, and just work it that way. This process is not a long process at all, unless you find that you have a lot of glue or, a lot of debris, if you will, under your nails. So we're almost finished with this part. The other thing that I like to do, and I hadn't shown this in this video, but sometimes once I get done cleaning my nails and pushing my cuticle back, which is what we're about to do now, take a little time, push the cuticle back. You can either use this wooden tool or you can use this softer tool to push your cuticles back. Just a little bit. That's going to help with that nail growth as well. But sometimes what I like to do once I get my nails where I want it to be and prepared is to put a little oil, virgin oil on there, or maybe you can even use baby oil and just kind of soften that cuticle a little bit before applying the new nails. And that's probably something I'm going to do once I get done here. So once I'm done with this, I will return and I'll show you how to apply your new nails. See you in a bit. Okay, so now I've completed pushing my cuticles back and I got my nails the way I wanted. I put a little baby oil on my nails and then I washed it just to kind of give it a little shine, you know, a little natural look back to it. I've also depackaged the nails that I'm going to apply. And as you can see, it comes with the nails. It comes with its own glue, and this glue works perfectly fine for your nails. It also comes with a little emery board that you can use, but we've already used ours, so we don't need it. And again, it has that little wooden tool that helps to clean the nails and push it back, but we already had one from a previous package, so we don't need to use this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this off to the side. So we're going to open this package and put our glue down here. Now I know you're thinking only 8 nails, but in all actuality, and if I can get it open, it comes with, this one I think is about 20, no, this one's actually 30 nails. So if you lift this part off, there's a little black piece that's covering the extras. So there it is. And so now we have to figure out how we want to style our nails, and you know, whether we want to just go with all one style or if we want to mix it up. Me personally, I love mixing it up. I'm a mix it up type of girl. Mix it up, mix it up. So what we're going to do first is start to size the nails to our nails to make sure we have the right ones. Now this usually takes a little bit of trial and error because you want to figure out like which nails you want to have, which design on it, if you want it to be plain, if you want it to have this kind of porcelain look, or in this case if you wanted to have the chrome on there. But right now we're just going to see which nail is going to work best. As you can see, that's clearly too big. It may work on this particular nail. Now, one of the things that I was telling you earlier is sometimes, if you look at it on the side, the way this particular nail is shaped, this oval shape, sometimes it'll show some of your nails on the side. So what you can do, if it fits your nails for the most part, then what you can do is just kind of file your own nails down on the side just a little bit. Or you can take a larger size nail. Let's see if we can find one that'll work for that finger. I think this one might work. Not quite. Let's see. Let's try this one. You can take a larger size nail and file the sides down. And like I said before, it's a little bit of luck of the draw. But you have to keep trying until you find the one that works for you. Okay, so we're back, and now we got our nails all picked out and laid right in order. So all we got to do is pick them up and apply it. I decided to mix it up a little bit, and so that should be pretty cute. So now we're going to go and do the last part of this. I was able to select the nails for which I didn't have to cut the sides. Remember, I was telling you a little bit earlier that sometimes, depending on the shape, that you have to file it, or maybe you need to cut it down. But in this case, I was able to find the nails that I needed without having to do any extra work. So, yay! Let's get started with the fun part. So here we got our glue. I'm gonna go ahead and open that up. And all you got to do is twist it. It's hard when you first try. It's like, goodness gracious, you need some strength to twist that up. And it does have this little lock on there, so you'll have to twist that lock off. And then we'll be ready to apply the glue. So we're good to go. Now with this glue, you don't need a whole lot. I tend to want to press a little in the middle and kind of dot it a little bit so that it doesn't spill over to the side. Then once I get it on my nail, I'll take the end and just kind of rub it in. Now, the one thing that they do have sometimes in the casing is a place that you can stand the glue up. But if it doesn't, it's okay because the glue stands on its own pretty well. So you take this nail, take it by the tip. I tend to push it, put it to the back, place, positioned, rub my hand, make sure I don't have any extra glue on it, and then press. You don't have to press hard, but you just want to press it enough to ensure that it's on there. And once you press it down a little bit, maybe a few seconds or so, and you want to take a look at it, make sure it's in position like how you would want it to be. And I also tend to go under there just in case I put too much glue. I'll go under there and push that skin down a little bit so that the glue doesn't attach your skin to the nail. And there we go. 1 down, 9 to go. A little glue. The next nail. And also sometimes I'll push the glue back if it doesn't go as far back as I like. You want to make sure you position that nail how you want it. Let it line up with your cuticle. And apply a little pressure. And we're good to go. Now, as I'm rubbing it in, I'm not actually squeezing any extra glue. I'm just using the end to spread it out a bit. Take it by the tip. Stand it to the back. Lay it forward. Position it. And press. And we'll continue on with this process. A little in the middle. Spread it around. Want to go to the edge, the sides, but not too close to the edges, because you don't want that glue spilling over. But you do want to spread it out. Grab the tip. Position it and press. Ah, shucks. Looking good. We're going to continue on with this process, and we'll be back in 2 shakes with the finished product. Hey, so now we got our nails all done. She did that. Got our jewelry on and everything. I hope you liked this video, one of my mini beauty on a budget segments. If so, please subscribe to my channel. That's Lifey Sophia, LYFISOPHIA. And I'll see you soon.